California. You're in the Wilkow majority. Hello.
Yeah, it's hard to start with how wrong you are about all of this. The child in England went through several court hearings. The issue was not who was paying for it. The issue was what was in the best interest of the child, which, by the way, is exactly the same legal standard applied every day in courts across the United States.
So courts across the United States prevent families from leaving the United States with the offer of free treatment to save their children's lives.
Every day.
Every day.
Yep.
Courts
Because it's
would
not in
use
their interest.
courts. So who determines this, sir?
Well, it's based upon medical evidence.
Medical evidence. So we don't ever try experimental treatments. We don't get second opinions. Nobody travels outside the system to try to receive treatment that may not be available or affordable where they are and where they live. They just go to the court, and the court issues a sentence, and that's the end of it.
Well, it's nowhere near as simple as that. But think of it this way. That British child, no one was...
Listen to yourself. Listen to how sick you sound. The Vatican was offering to send an aircraft free of charge to pick up little Alfie Evans and try. And you're sitting there so blithely and so cold saying, well, the court said, based on evidence. What?
Yeah,
let me ask you something. What is the harm? You tell me what harm comes to humanity or the individual or the system if a pair of parents in desperate times are offered a 0.01% chance that somebody might be onto something that their system is not onto. What is the harm in trying? You tell me, sir.
Except they weren't offered that.
Yeah, except they were. Except they were, sir. Let me ask you something, sir. If this were your child and the government said, no, you can't leave, but the Vatican had placed a call to you and said, we will treat your child free of charge, you would fold your arms and say, nope, medical experts have ruled, the courts have ruled, and I'm just going to take what they say.
This is what the Vatican doctors said. The Vatican doctors said that they might be able simply to keep the child alive pretty much in the same...
And what is the harm in that? Tell me what the harm is.
Well, because the child was in a vegetative state.
But what's the harm? What's the harm? Where's the harm?
Well, I guess that it's cruel.
It's cruel.
Keep a child. Yeah, it's cruel. Just like it would have been with Mary Schiavo. And ultimately, it's cruel to the parents. It had absolutely...
So the courts know what's cruel to the parents more than the parents do. No, excuse you, sir. How dare you call this program and act like you have come down from the mountain? That you have come down from the mountain with a new set of tablets on how human beings are supposed to live. Goodbye. Absolutely positively, every single parent listening to this program, except for some psycho like that, would take any opportunity and would fight any judge or medical panel of the government that says no. You have no right to pick up and leave and try your best to keep that child alive, even for 5 minutes. People like that are sick. They just want to offer themselves, well, they don't want to offer you up to government. Progressive government is wonderful when you're the one directing it, not so wonderful when you're the one directed by it.